I literally almost died. Yo, December was probably one of the worst months of my life. December to January, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. December 18th or like mid-December, sometime around there, my cat died. That was phase one of the problems. And it was so bad, bro. The way he died was crazy. And the craziest part, he was the youngest one too. Actually, like the youngest one by a long shot. All my cats are like 10 years old. He was 5. So my cat had a heart disease, right? I don't remember the name of it or anything like that, but it was something crazy. And I think they gave him like 5 or 7 years of expected living time. And then out of nowhere, literally a week later, he croaked. Like, come on, are we dead ass? Shit happens. It was in God's, will or whatever. We gave him a little funeral, put him in a little Amazon box in my backyard type shit. But yeah, that was week 1. That was the first problem with everything. A week later, I shit you not, bro. That new flu that's been hitting everybody, that shit hit me. And I don't know if you know how hard that shit hit, but god damn, that shit was crazy, bro. That was probably one of the worst things that I've ever experienced in my entire life. That shit had me in bed for 3 days, bro. Then I had a wedding in Florida the next week, right? Literally time span, cat died the 18th, dealt with that for a week. I got sick, and then I had to go to Florida on the 2nd. When I was in Florida, I had to go to urgent care. Are we trolling? Why? I was coughing up blood. So I was spitting up the blood, and it was one day. I was like, it's only one day. Like, what's the worst that could happen? It can't be that bad. If it comes the next day though, then we got a problem. Then that's when we have to like really go check it out. Yeah, stuff happens once in a lifetime. It's some watch it, right? So I was like, yeah, it can't be that bad. It's cool. It's calm. Next day, let's go to the wedding, have a good time. I wasn't coughing up blood throughout the wedding. It was just in the morning. So that's why I thought it was like, the nasal drip. All right, calm. Next day comes, wake up, spit out blood again. That's a little weird. So I was like, now it has to be a problem. Like now it has to be like genuinely serious. 2 days in a row, that's crazy shit. Unnecessarily. So then I was like, all right, let me go to urgent care. Let me see what's going on. And maybe I can figure some shit out and see what's like all the hubbub about, right? So I go to urgent care. This shit took damn near like 7 hours. I went to the urgent care. That was a 2-hour wait in itself. I also didn't think it was anything that serious. So I was calling my family, trolling a little bit. Hey, I'm in urgent care. I'm gonna fucking die. But they're like, you're probably fine. Like, don't worry. You're chilling, whatever. We did the 2-hour wait. They did the scans. It was procedural. Then they made me wait another hour. If I was dying right now, they would just let it happen. Like, come on. Like, I waited 2 hours for them to get my blood pressure. Are we dead ass? Then they put the little oxygen scanner on my finger. Fuck you. That was bullshit. So I waited another hour. After some time, I go meet the doctor. Okay, doctor's cool. Doctor is just talking to me. It's like, you know what? Like, I'm not a professional. Motherfucker, what? The fuck do you mean you're not a professional? Like, I'm over here because I need to see a professional. He was just saying like some bullshit. Like, dog, I don't fully know what's going on. But if I were you though, I would get an x-ray. Like, dog, are we dead ass? Are we serious right now? Like, I came here to see a doctor, and the first thing this motherfucker tells me is he doesn't know what he's doing. And I had to do a test. The problem was there's one urgent care, but they didn't have an x-ray tech. So then I had to go to another urgent care to do an x-ray, to see their x-ray tech. He did all the normal bullshit. He checked my throat, he checked my nose. He's like, I don't see nothing. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Honestly, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. So he was like, yo, go get like a proper test. I was like, all right, calm. So I go 15 minutes to go get a test. But in the meantime, I'm calling my brother, right? My brother, if you guys don't know, he is a doctor himself. Bless him, right? So I'm calling my brother and I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, this is the situation. What do you think I should do in this situation? He was just like, okay, like it could be like this, that, or the third, but just get the x-ray and just see what's going on. Let me know what the doctor says. Show me all the results and stuff like that, and I'll see what's going on. I was like, all right, bet. So I go to the x-ray. They make me wait another hour. And I'm like, guys, I might be fucking dying here. Can we stop making me wait an hour, 2 hours, even goddamn 3 hours? Like, can we not do this right now? Like, please, bro. For the love of fucking God, please. The reason why I had to fucking wait, by the way, is because the urgent care, the original urgent care that I went to, gave me a paper saying, hey, we registered you for a x-ray at this urgent care location. They didn't even sign their names on it. They didn't call them and ask them in advance, hey, is this possible to do? They just said, go there, it'll figure itself out. So then I go there and they're like, huh, that's weird. They're supposed to call us, supposed to let us know all this stuff. And they didn't do all that. I was like, damn. So I have to wait another hour. So I waited the hour, right? And the whole hour, by the way, was just them calling them for permission, just for approval, just so they can say, yeah, we actually sent this person over, and faxing shit to each other. Like, who the fuck still faxes shit, but whatever. Eventually they got the permission that I needed. I go inside, I get the x-ray, mind you, 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes. These 4 hours was summed up in 5 minutes. So I go into there, take the x-ray, right? And I'm having a conversation with the guy. He's super chill, whatever, dude, right? And I'm like, damn, like, I've never seen my lungs before. Is it cool if I take a photo of this so I can, you know, keep it for like safekeeping? He's like, yeah, bro, take as many photos as you want, whatever. I did not care for the photo. I can show you the photo real quickly if y'all want. So I literally just took a photo of my lungs. I got the photo I needed and I used a good excuse, immediately called my brother, sent him a picture of it. Yo, am I dying or not? And he's like, damn, how the fuck did you get this? Mind you, by the way, they said they will get the results in 24 hours. I'm not fucking waiting 24 hours. That's why I sent it to my brother. My brother says, this is a little weird. It kind of looks like you got pneumonia. Fucking fantastic. Third week, this is the third week officially at this point. So now I potentially have pneumonia in my lungs, which for those of you who don't know, it's a lung disease. Okay, no, like a lung fungus. That's what it is. I think that's the specific term. It's lung fungus. So my brother is like, all right, I might be able to prescribe you something from, like, you know, on the phone or something like that. Just go to like the nearest pharmacy you can, or matter of fact, go back to the original urgent care you went to, talk to the doctor, and he might give you a paper prescription, so that way you can go to like a CVS or whatever, get it like that. I go back to the original urgent care and it's closed. Fuck. Okay. I don't give a shit though. I'm not waiting for this shit. I'm spitting out blood 2 days in a row at this point, and now I potentially have pneumonia. So that's not good. So I knock on the door, bang, 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 bang. OD. Let's just keep fucking knocking, right? Because I'm not trying to play this game of life or death and trying to figure out if I'm actually going to live or not. Okay, I'm not playing that fucking game. So I get the nurses to come to the front, and they're like, why are you back here? What do you want? I was saying like, hey, I took a photo of my lungs. My brother thinks I got pneumonia. I basically run down the whole story. Like, I bet. Let me go see if the doctor would go see you. I was like, cool. 10 minutes. The doctor, they tell him, it's like, all right, just wait in the lobby. You're chilling. They're like, what happened? Like, why are you back here? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm dying. Like, that's why the fuck I'm back here, firstly. Secondly, I got a picture of my x-ray. I need you to take a look at this, and I need you to prescribe me all the things that you need to prescribe me, right? So doctor's like, I have the x-ray, but I don't have the x-ray report from the radiologist, so I'm not too sure. But looking at your x-ray, this is the urgent care doctor, by the way, he says, it looks like you have pneumonia too, right? So now my brother and this urgent care doctor are both saying that I most likely have pneumonia. So that's a double confirmation. I, at this point, am like, yes, I have pneumonia. Like, it is not a shadow of a doubt. I have pneumonia. I'm gonna go into your pneumonia-filled lungs. Dog, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are we dead ass right now? I'm dying and you want to goon to my lungs. Interesting. Now both doctors are confirming that I got pneumonia. So I am then like, okay, I'm gonna fucking die. Like, this is serious. I'm either gonna die from the pneumonia plus the blood or the stress. There's no in between at this point. As I'm talking to this doctor at the urgent care and we're trying to figure out all these solutions, the report from the radiologist came in and said, oh, your lungs are clear. You're fine. That's what the radiologist, so this is the third doctor, okay? Third doctor said that. So immediately, I shit you not, the guy read the fucking report, the urgent care doctor read the fucking report and was like, oh, the radiologist said you're good. You must be fine. For focus fucking license! I mean, there's 2 lungs. I need both my lungs, dog. Now, the doctor flipped his fucking script And now I'm okay. I'm fucking chilling. I'm all good. He used ChatGPT to be a doctor. Okay. So now 2 doctors are telling me I'm clear to go. I'm just overreacting. It's fucking fine. So I call my brother and I'm like, yo, the doctor said it looks like I have pneumonia, but then he flipped the script and here's the paper saying that I don't have pneumonia. And I'm like, okay. He's like, interesting. It really looks like pneumonia though. Like I'm like pretty confident that pneumonia. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty dang okay. My Instagram live is spamming the N-word. Interesting. I don't know how to. If I were you, just go back inside to that first urgent care and talk to them and just be like, look, I want preventative antibiotics and I want to just make sure like everything's good. So I call the doctor, the first urgent care doctor back. I'm like, look, I know the report. I know everything that's been going on, but I trust my brother since he's my fucking blood, bro. And he actually wants to see me alive tomorrow rather than you guys. You guys just want me to get the fuck out. So I'm just like, all right, bro. Cool. And he's like, dog, what's the problem? Like, why are you guys making this such a big deal? And I'm like, dog, I don't fucking care. Why do you think it's a big deal? I think it's a big deal. I don't give a shit, bro. Just shut the fuck up and give me my fucking thing. At some point after arguing with my brother and the doctor, the guy was like, fine, I'll give you, I actually have the medication, not here. It's actually upstairs. I'll give you 2 antibiotics and take Tylenol twice a day. So that was the prescription. And my brother's like, that's perfect. Calm, cool, collected. And then the doctor, the urgent care doctor, for some reason, he's like, you know what? Fine, I fucking believe you. You want to be so fucking dramatic and all this bullshit? All right, bet. How about I give you a shot as well? Cool. My brother's like, that's fucking perfect. That's fucking perfect. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't mind shots. If it's a shot on my arm, I do that shit all the time. I literally had so many medical problems growing up. I'm so used to getting a shot in the arm that I don't mind it. Everything's fine, right? So they gave me the Tylenol, they gave me the prescription and said, hold on a minute. We'll bring over your shot. Just be patient. I was like, okay, I can be patient. Cool. It's not a big deal. They put me in a room in the back and they just told me to wait on it, right? And then me and my dad are like talking back and forth. We're just be like, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Cool. Then the nurse comes. It's like, all right, you ready for your shot? And I'm like, hell yeah, like just bring it on, right? Cool. It's like an extra layer of security, an extra layer of antibiotics. I'll take the antibiotics. I'll take all the fucking antibiotics you can give me. And then she says, pull your pants down. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Pull your pants down. What do you mean? And she was like, don't you want the shot? And I'm like, yeah, in my fucking arm. Are we dead ass? And they were like, yeah, this shit's not going in your arm, buddy. This shit is not going in your arm, little guy. And I'm like, where the fuck is this supposed to go? And she's like, I'm putting this needle in your ass. Okay. So we're trolling. So we're fucking trolling. And I'm like, what do you mean you're putting in my ass? She's like, yeah, this needle is gonna go in your ass cheek. And I'm like, oh, okay. How does that fucking touch my lungs? If I can ask, please. No answer. Duh. And then I'm just kind of like, okay, so I don't know what to do here. Do I just lay on the bed with my pants to the side? And she's like, no. Bend over. Motherfucker, what? Are you assaulting me right now? What do you mean bend over? Like, she said, get up, pull your pants down, and bend over this bench. Brother, are you serious? What the fuck is the point of this? Lucky I wasn't behind all that. Ralphie, what the fuck you're not putting a syringe in my ass, bro. The only time I've expected to put a syringe in my own ass is if I ever decided I was gonna take steroids. Today was not the day I decided to take steroids. And I'm like, okay, can I back out of this? And she said, do you wanna get better? I can't argue with that logic. I'm dying here. I'll do whatever I can do at this point. So I oblige. Okay. She gets a little sanitizing wipe. She wipes down my ass cheek. And then I was like, okay, I need to know this so I can compare it to all the other shots that I've gotten before, because I've taken a lot of shots. Like I said, And I was like, is this painful? Do other people like hurt from this? And she was like, it's kind of painful. It's a really big needle. Okay, I should not have asked that fucking question. I shouldn't have asked that question. Are we dead ass? Basically, she was trying to fucking piss and ender rod me. End rod me? Whatever the fuck. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess. Like, I'm gonna die here. I'd rather at this point just die. Like, honestly, at this point, I don't give a fuck. She puts the needle in my ass. Boom. Put the shot. It's cold as shit, by the way. Cold as shit. Can we get a live demonstration? Yo, aimbot, I'm not giving you a live demonstration of someone bending me over to put a needle in my ass. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So the doctor gave you back shots. I was dying. I didn't have a choice for back shots or not. Let me live, bro. Let me live. Why the fuck are we making this gay? Like, I'm telling you a story about how I nearly fucking died. And now we're all talking, like, you guys were so fucking worried for the first half of the story. Now all of a sudden, I'm getting back shots and I'm getting literally railed by a doctor. So I get the shot. I got all this stuff, right? I get the prescription. Things calm. She puts a little band-aid in my ass. I appreciated that. I go out. I call my brother and I'm like, dog, why didn't you give me a warning that it's going to be in my ass? Matter of fact, why didn't either doctor give me a warning that's going to go in my ass? And his response was dead ass. If I told you, would you have done it? Motherfucker, are you dead ass? You couldn't just give me the fucking benefit of the doubt and just told me where this shot is going? I think I deserve to know where this shot is going, bro. I did not need to have a surprise back shot, bro. Then literally the way I ended off my fucking night, I drove 2 hours to go hang out with my fucking family's cousins and then drove 2 hours back and then I passed out. But yeah, so that was the last 3 weeks of my life. Literal bullshit. And then on top of that, by the way, the next day I spat out even more blood. And then I had a fucking flight the day after that. Like, holy shit, bro. Yo, on a side note, by the way, when I was a child, like literally when I was like, how old was I? Maybe like 14. I went to the doctor, right? Because I had really bad stomach problems. This is a whole different medical thing, by the way, right? I had really bad medical problems, and the doctor was checking to see if like I had prostate cancer. I didn't know how they checked that shit. Like I never knew how they did that, so I never got my prostate checked, obviously, right? So when I went to the doctor, she's like, "Hey, like we're just gonna be checking like your ass, right?" I was like, "Okay, cool. Like it's not a big deal, right?" She's like, "It might feel a little cold," and I was like, "What is that supposed to mean?" And then she slipped her fucking fingers in my ass. Like, dog, she fucking fingered me at 14. Like, are you fucking crazy? That was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my fucking life. That shit fucking traumatized me. I was literally not expecting that, bro. She literally was like, it's gonna be a little cold. And then she's just like imagine this airspace is my ass. She's, bloop, and I was like, what the fuck? No, actually, she was like, bloop, bloop, and I was like, okay. So I just got fucking touched. At 14, calm. Again, why do doctors never give a fucking warning for these things? Did I enjoy it? No, I did not, bro. I literally, at that point, I was like, if you're gonna do that to me, you might as well fucking wed me, bro. You might as well have married me because you are the first. And hopefully when I was 14, this is what I literally thought. I was like, hopefully you were the first and last person to ever explore my asshole. I will say though, I remember that day for one reason and one reason only. Besides the fact that I got fingered, that was the best shit of my life. 100%. 100%. Was your mom there to at least hold your hand? No, I was like, I remember I was like, yo, ma, like my pants are off pretty much. Like, I don't want you to see my bare butt cheeks. It's weird, bro. That's weird. I was like, hey, can you just like dip out for a little bit, whatever. And she's like, yeah, calm. Oh, no. I think I told her to turn around. Like, don't look at this. Now that I realize it, I basically put my mom in a cuck chair. But, I mean, it's not a big deal, I guess. It was definitely the best shit of my life, though. Getting fingered was the best shit of your life. No. Getting fingered was not the best shit of my life. It was the fact that I'm pretty sure, like, that day, my ass was stretched a little bit. So I was able to shit easier. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? The fingering was the best thing. No, it was, you Fucking assholes. You're fucking twisting it to make it sound like I'm gay. I'm not gay. I just got touched by my doctor.